Hello, I'm Proclamation. I'm not a DJ. I'm not a music producer. I'm not technically a musician, though I've been a musician through the years. Kind of independent. Um, I'm not, what am I not? I'm not a lot of things, but I am retired. And I make music off on the side. Now that I'm retired, I got time. Not a whole lot of time. I don't know how much time I got left, but at least I got some time left to do something. So come on board, and we'll get going on this. Okay, I'm sorry for the intro into my first video, but I couldn't resist. Found that special effect and I thought, hey, this looks interesting to start this whole process out, especially since I don't know how this process is going to turn out. And I'm hoping that my voice turns out well enough. Um, Basically on this one, it's the principle of just play. Many people are having difficulty getting going on making music or coming up with ideas, and there's like a writer's block. The problem with writer's block is you're probably trying to want to make music of the musicians that you idolize, but you gotta let that go. You're not gonna get anywhere. You're just gonna be banging your head against the wall because it's eventually you will reach that point, but it takes a long time to reach that point. I have a very basic keyboard riff. Just four basic chords. And then on this, I put in a reverb at the end. At Ocean Swift, they have free VSTs now, so I'll put a link down below. This is the Venom, and then I'm using another one that I'll show in just a second. This is the reverb I'm using. It's free. It's a Bitsonic free version. There's a Bitsonic, uh, I think it's some sort of a free library pack. And I'll put a link to that. This reverb is really good. It's very basic, but it does very well for what it does for basic. It only has a couple of as you can see here, and it's showing, um, a couple of presets and stuff, and that's really, I mean, you can tweak some of them and stuff. Right here where it says HS, you can change, high frequency, low frequencies and stuff. It's kind of like a frequency band. But for this, I just used in the long, just basic, and it sounds like this. Compare with how it was with this turn off. Come on, mouse. Where's mouse? So it just gives a nice long texture to it. Okay, get rid of that there. And then maybe this is the one with the other. Oh no, this one is Amurg Lite. I'll put the link down below. There's a light version of this and a paid version, and it just came out. And for this one here, it just sounds like this. And together they sound like this. It basically is just layering to make things sound more fuller. And then maybe this is the one with, yes, this is the OSS Enterprise, another free one from Ocean Swift. And this one here is just basically, now I use a utility for volume. There we go. There's been some issue with volume. Sometimes I'll bring in samples and they're like overly, for some reason, too loud. But that's another time for another video. I will say this about when it comes to choosing a DAW, choose one that clicks for you. Reaper I really like and stuff, but since version 6.13, there's been some issues and stuff. And so you also have to understand that you'll get a DAW that you really like, but there might be some quirks with it. But you want a DAW that clicks for you, that you just get right into it and stuff. If you get into a DAW that has a large learning curve, you're going to get discouraged really fast. So these three together are going to sound like this. And then I brought in a drum sample. Usually I try making my own loop samples, but I have a lot of samples, and you can get samples a lot of time for free. Computer Music Magazine, Future Music Magazine. What else? When you buy audio interface like M Audio, I got free loops from them. Focusrite, I got free loops from them. I don't really use too much samples of strings or synths and stuff unless I'm combining one with something else. Most of the time it's like loops, and I'd rather just make my own loops from software that I own. This one I'm pretty sure was just from a sample pack, and I should play it like this. It's kind of a strange drums because there's like a bit of a gap. There's like a space in between there and stuff, and so it's not. And it kind of throws the 1, 2, 3, 4 a little off for me. Timing is my worst. I'm bad with timing. Click tracks, I just don't work with them. I don't know why. I just have a hard time with them. But together, and as you can see, if you look at, I should zoom that in. I had to space some of it out like this for the drum part. The beginning was fine by itself, but the fit with the drums, I felt like I had to kind of spread things out a bit to make it work. Come from? Oh, there we go. I have this little spot right there. I thought, and I didn't know I had that little spot right there. We'll do that so you can hear what this sounds like now. Right here on this one, I think it was strings, and I stretched it in, as you can see, beat the heck out of it with a lot of different plugins. Then comes on this one here, let's see, utilities is basically fine. This is Track Station. I'll have a link for that. If you want a really good synth for 60 bucks, this is it. This is a 12 string WMF, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds like this. And basically it was the 4-chord here and stuff, and I just basically I have, and I don't know how to explain it because I've set it up a long time ago that I even, sadly to say, forgot exactly everything that it does, but I have different buttons for reverse select, inverse, and then I just inverted things around, and then whatever notes were off, I just kept playing with it till I came up with that. That's it. Hopefully this turned out well. I am just a retiree. I am not a professional. I am a novice. So, until next time.